Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. It's the 29th of August 2023. It's a powerful week again. I say that every week, but every week there seems to be something massive going on with the planets and the energy. So we've got a lot going on. We've got 7 planets in retrograde and we've got the super full moon in Pisces this week as well. So you're going to feel a bit jittery, you're going to feel a bit ungrounded, and that's okay because there's a lot of energy coming in. So Venus is the planet that's going to be coming to the close of her retrograde on the 3rd, 4th of September. So we need to do our Venus work this week because obviously it's coming up to that date, and we need to focus on our self-worth and our self-love. So looking after ourselves in all aspects. Focusing, excuse me, let me just drink a water. Focusing on our priorities this week. What is it that you need to get done that you can't put off any longer? And remember that when you serve others, you deserve. So making sure you are feeling worthy. So when you're doing work for others, spiritual work, that you are charging for that work, okay? So you serve, so you deserve abundance back. I just wanted to mention that. Doing your inner work, shedding all the old attachments with regard to relationships and friendships this week. This is the last opportunity for some time with Venus coming back out of retrograde. So look at your relationships and remember that your needs matter. It's not always about thinking about the other person and what they need. There has to be a balance of what you need and what they need and finding that middle ground. So that's going to be coming up this week. So looking at your relationship and what matters and what you need in your life with regard to relationships and what you don't. So create change for healthy relationships. So have those difficult conversations. Loving yourself with all your imperfections, because nobody's perfect. So you're going to have that coming up, but maybe the way you look or the way you may have behaved in the past or now, and making those changes for the better. So in the next 2 days, we've got Uranus moving retrograde, and this will help us to look at unraveling the past mistakes and owning the part that we played in them so that we can learn and grow from that so that we don't take it forward. So your role in any past mistakes is going to be coming up, and we acknowledge that the parts we have played and we change, we don't repeat those old patterns, those old situations. And Uranus is helping us to see clearly what needs to change, what we need to tweak, who we need to forgive, and most importantly, forgiving ourselves for any parts we've played in the past. So remember, retrogrades always take us back over old ground, giving us opportunities to learn and grow, but also to do things differently when that similar pattern or situation may come up again. So we've learned from it so we don't do it again. Okay, if you haven't, it's just going to play out the same. So make sure you also do some forgiveness work. For those relationships that you're letting go of, that are completing, that are coming to an end, forgiving yourself for the part you've played, but also forgiving those that have hurt you intentionally or unintentionally. Remember, they're doing the best with the wisdom and knowledge that they have. So Uranus is going to be in retrograde for 5 months now to the beginning of 2024. So it's helping us to be more flexible, to go with the flow more, to pick our battles, to be opened up to new opportunities and new ideas and new ways of being, and change. It's going to help us with change as well. Lots of changes coming in. So if you resist this flexibility, this going with this flow, this change, you're going to have a little bit of a rocky road at the back end of 2023. So the more you can think, okay, I'm letting that go. If someone triggers you, it's okay, right? What is that part of me that's being triggered? Do I need to have that relationship conversation now, or can I choose my battle and maybe let things simmer down? There's going to be some feisty energy around. Accept change and go with the flow is what my notes are saying. So with all the planets in retrograde, 7 planets, and the super full moon in Pisces, you can expect to feel a little bit edgy this week, a little bit triggered, feeling a bit unsure about things, be it relationships, friendships, business, career. You'll feel like you need to slow down a little bit, just go within, be on your own a little bit, do a bit of thinking, because this is the time you're going to be preparing for this full moon. So the full moon is the second one of August. We don't normally get 2. So we've really had a bumpy ride. Most of us have had a bumpy ride through August. You know, lots of things being shown to us, lots of truths coming up, a lot of situations for us to think about. So this has been a challenging month, and you may have experienced one challenge after another. It's like one thing after another, and it's time to revisit the month. Have a little think back. See what's happened. What have you learned? What would you do differently, and what would you need to change? What do you need to change? But also to be grateful for those challenges. I know they're tough, but we have to see them as blessings, because they help us to grow. They help us to do things differently, and they help us to do challenges in a different way going forward. So this time now is, I think it's I'm just going to check exactly the date of the moon in Pisces. Can't remember off the top of my head. It is the 31st of August in July. So it could be the 30th, 31st, wherever you are in the world. So this is the time, these next few days, when we're preparing what we need to let go of. So what is coming up for you personally right now that you want to let go of and complete, that you may want to release within you. So it'll be personal to you. So everybody's going to have something going on that's personal to you. So make sure you have a paper and pen by the bed, because it normally comes in the middle of the night, of some guidance that may help you with releasing what you need to release that's not for your highest good as we approach this super full moon. The blue moon, it's also called as well. The physical body could also be affected this week. So look out for that. Look out for those body messages. And if you're resisting the changes that you know you need to make, be that more exercise, more water drinking, different foods, not eating as much, moderation. This is a good time to do that, because the tension will be felt in the body if we don't. So take small steps to make the changes that you have been putting off or resisting, that you need to make. And also call on your spirit guides and helpers to help you do this. You're not alone, If you're giving up things, it can be very challenging. So that's the message for this week. And I'm going to pull some cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck by Stacey. What's her name? Stacey DeMarco. So let's see what Metatron. Let's have a little bit of Amanda's spray this morning. The Metatron spray by Amanda Ellis on Angelic Celestial Colours.co.uk. Just give his energy in here. And let's see what guidance Metatron has for us this week, the 29th of August. Woo. Right, so we've got the void, which is about going within, looking at our stuff, diving deep, clearing out the old. The further we go down and get those root issues out, the easier it's going to flow. You use some discernment as well. What is important to you? What matters to you? What do you need to see right now? What is being shown to you in the void that you need to take action on? Then we've got the card of wisdom. You have all the knowledge that you need to help you through this time, this back end of, I want to say the back end of this year, but most importantly, the back end of August in the next few days. You have all the wisdom you need. You can see the bright light returning. You've got that light coming back. You've got the wisdom to get through what you need to get through, the wisdom to change what you need to change and what you need to let go of. And then you've got focus. You may be feeling a little bit underwater at the moment, but we've got this beautiful butterfly, which is always symbolising new beginnings. You've got light coming into the crown and the third eye, bringing clarity. You've got the light of the full moon, which is shining on what you need to release and what you need to let go of. So focus. I just want to pull one more, actually. You might have felt underwater for some time, but you can get your head above water if you focus and if you use that inner wisdom. One card to go with that focus card, please, Metatron. One card, please. This one. Surrender. Yeah. Surrender. So if it's too difficult, or if you're really struggling to know what the next steps are, surrender whatever is bothering you, challenging you, to the cosmos, to the universe, to your spirit guides, and ask them for help. Surrender. So that is the message for this week. Now, I am only going to be doing one message a week because, as you know, I'm moving on the 8th and I have got so much to do. And I've also got a big birthday on Saturday as well. So lots of celebrations, but also packing up. And then next week we move. So I'm going to try and do a video on Monday, but I think they may cut the Wi-Fi off. So it will depend on that. But if not, the next video won't be to the 25th of September because I'm taking some time off. I haven't had any time off this year yet and I'm exhausted now. So I need to spend some time unpacking, but hopefully to maybe recharge as well. So have a fantastic week and I hope to see you on Monday. Bye for now.